What's up, you guys? This is Rob from The Gay Guy Plays, and today on The Daily Grind, we are back with another installment of Rob Reads You Shit That You Don't Want to Read Yourself. Now, as you can probably tell, we are back at home base, and I am gearing up to make content on the regular again. However, we do have to kind of wait for some of that content to drop, and for Rob to, get this office clean. Regardless, we do have a bit of a status thread on some information that was NDA'd to me before, but now I can actually speak about because they made it public. So let's go ahead and have a little bit of a chat. DE Rebecca went ahead and posted, "Hi all PC 10.0, you are anticipated and are anticipating this week's mainline update. We still expect to ship it this week, just not today. Check back to this thread for status updates. Our marketing team is putting together a nice overview for you to check out before the update launches. Stay tuned for that. So, if you do happen to see some, Warframe teaser website pages, that's definitely how you know it's on its way." I wanted to share some quality of life that's coming, as well as in addition to the new hotness Hildryn, the Tatsu, melee changes phase 1, flow, etc. This, of course, is not nearly everything. We have 18 pages of notes. Wow, it's gonna be chunky. But these are some major player requests that are shipping. I wanted to make sure this got shared before the major content drops on PC this week. So, real quick, if you guys didn't miss it because you kind of put it in under the radar, we are definitely going to be getting Hildryn this week. The Tatsu, of course, is the two-handed katana that they've been previewing, and of course, melee changes the first part of Melee 2.099. Listen, you know what's coming up. You know the melee stuff. And that's going to be the instant weapon switching, the aerial control when you go in for the ground slam, and of course new melee effects. So those are definitely going to be coming this week. But in addition to that, we have Plains of Eidolon changes. Bounties are now available out in the Plains of Eidolon. Certain tents placed throughout the plains contain a console that encompasses the power to contact Konzu himself when he's not on his early lunch. I'm telling you right now, they need to put in an animation where it's like the old style cell phones. You know, the ones where it was like a brick and you had the thing that was attached to your waist? Yes, I was not around for those, but I've seen them in movies. Let's move along. With bounties now available out in the plains, incursions have been removed. These were meant to give players something optional to do as they spend their time in the plains, but since bounties can be achieved activated on command, they no longer serve a purpose. So no more incursions, but bounties on command. Orb Heist. Profit Taker changes. All non-orb enemies can no longer trigger knockback in players during this fight. If you are being tossed around by MOAs, etc., moving forward in the context of the Orb Heist Profit Taker fight, please let us know. Interesting! So they're removing all of the CC from the trash enemies, excluding the orb itself. Huh. I wonder how that'll affect things. I don't know about the rest of you guys, if it was really all that difficult for you guys during this orb fight. I know that me personally, I usually bring an Oberon myself, so I've usually got like a grassy area to stand in where I'm not getting knocked around, but let me know if you guys are experiencing that much at all. But apparently it's going away. So, moving on. Individual extraction, non-wave endless. You are now able to extract from survival, excavation, and defection missions independent of your squad. Once the mission complete interval is met, players can head to extraction at any time they choose, i.e. 5 minutes for survival. Any player at extraction triggers a countdown timer. If all players leave the extraction zone, the countdown timer is cancelled. When the timer is up, the extraction ship arrives and any players in the extraction zone leave. Anyone still playing can extract later at any time they choose. That sounds really, really good. I actually want to just see how this plays out. Like, is it weird? Is it awkward? Is it clunky? I don't know. Is it like you're waiting for the bus? You're like, the bus has come, everybody get on the bus. Oh, you got like 10 seconds till the bus gets here. You're gonna have to wait for the next extraction. I don't know. Regardless, I want to see how that all plays out. Moving along from that, client authoritative changes. We have made some much requested changes to the responsiveness of two things in Warframe: weapon swapping and automatic doors. Right now in Warframe, if you are connected as a client, you may have experienced delays in responsiveness of either these essential things. The changes should result in a much smoother experience. Swapping weapons as a client will now feel more responsive because we've made it client authoritative, which is really, really fantastic because that ties in to the melee changes that are coming up. So one of those things is literally if you fast melee your weapon, it it switches you into that specific weapon. Or if you go ahead and hit the shoot or trigger button, it swaps you into whichever shooting gun you have, whether it's secondary or primary weapon. So it's kind of like all of these automatic swaps that are happening. So it's really, really good to see them making the client authoritative change for that. Automatic doors have been made client authoritative as well. Previously, there were cases of a door not opening in tandem with the host if any latency was experienced. This is likely going to ship, but in the event it's too risky, we will polish and roll out later. So that's always good to know that they are making changes to their game, because no game is perfect, especially when it comes to live services. Now, there is one thing that I actually did want to go ahead and tackle, and I'm just curious. I figured that I would go ahead and bundle this in. It's maybe like less than 2 weeks till the next Prime Access is due. And I'm very curious about what you guys think. We haven't seen any previews for Equinox or Avara Prime or whoever's going to be next. We also haven't heard any talks about what weapons are going to come with them. We haven't heard about any kind of primed accessories, but it is meant to drop pretty soon. I don't know about the rest of you guys out there. Like, in addition, I'm going to say this right now. I find it really, really odd because I don't feel like the community is actually talking about this next Prime Access, and I feel like the next Prime Access is a pretty, like, really well excited one. Whether it's Equinox Prime or Avara Prime, there are some die-hard players that love both of those frames, and for nobody to be, like, coming out and saying, oh my god, what do you guys think it's gonna be? What weapons do you think? I haven't heard any kind of buzz about that. Nothing about the accessories, whether it's gonna be something for pets or sentinels. Maybe we'll get a new sentinel because we haven't gotten one in a while. Maybe we'll get something with MOAs. Who freaking knows? All I know is that there feels like there's a lot of radio silence. Maybe it's just because, you know, Warframe has released Nightwave recently. Hildryn is coming out very soon as well. And of course, we've got all of these mainline changes that are coming along with it, including the melee stuff. So let me know down in the comments below how you guys are feeling about the current situation. Are you guys excited for this week's update? Are you guys hunkering down for Equinox Prime? Like, let me know down in the comments below, because I'm not hearing it anywhere else. Regardless, that about does it for me for now. And as always, love somebody, hurt nobody, and touch your body. Plus, by the way, don't worry, we're gonna start covering some night waves real soon. I was gonna do it earlier this week, and then I realized I had a deadline for something else. So regardless, I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.